Hello YouTube, this Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. Time again for another Pocket Dump Deconstruction. It is Monday, May 13th, 2019, as I record this. It is rainy, overcast and rainy and kind of chilly on the east coast of the U.S. What? I don't know. Just shy of 60 degrees. We had all that summer weather, then it got cool. Next week should be better, but it's rainy outside. Hope you guys are keeping dry and having a good day today. This is Pocket Dump Deconstruction. I haven't heard from Spyderco. I might hear from them sometime this week. Usually it's around Wednesday-ish that I hear from them, or Tuesday, and this is Monday. But I did make some purchases so later this week, and they're knives, and most of them are knives I've had or was close to buying before. Just happy to have them back. So I'll show you those. The watch today is my Heuer chronograph. Sorry, guys. Chronograph. I'll tell you what happened, and we'll talk about this later as we go through this. I've been talking about my van. I love this cigar. I love it, love it, love it. This is wonderful Hoyo de Monterey Epicure #1. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I've been saying a lot through these videos. Two things. First, I'm turning 60. Man, it doesn't feel like it. Time flies. Most of you listening to me are a lot younger. Time flies. I spend so much time working and not enough time living. So you guys need to do that more, okay? Do that for me. I started thinking about this about 2 or 3 years ago when I started these videos. I forget, maybe 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years. And really wanted to smoke a good cigar every day, wanted to spend time talking to like-minded people as far as knives and collections go. And that's you guys. And I wanted to start thinking about what happens the last part of your life. Sounds bad, doesn't it? But there's a lot of older people now, and I'm 60. You can't dodge it. I can't keep saying I'm middle-aged when you're at 60. This is the Shown Design pen. This is titanium. Yeah, I went on a buying binge because I wanted to just feel good and I wanted to update my stuff. I've been saying probably for a year and a half, maybe even 2 since I've started doing this that I wanted more Shown Design pins. Well, I bought 6 more pins, all of them with clips. So you'll be seeing more variety with my Shown Design pins. They're coming soonish. Well, anyway, I always talk about what I used to get when I was consulting, like all of my mechanical watches I got when I was consulting. This I got when I was consulting. I was in the UK. Everyone asks what kind. I don't even know what kind it is. It doesn't say. I bought it in this wonderful cigar shop in London. And when I was stocking up on Cuban cigars for the first time to smuggle back in, I was in heaven. And I had to pick this up, just the greatest size. Well, anyway, I talk about consulting. This I got when I was consulting. One of my Mont Blanc skinny wallets. I always talk about my Coach stuff I got when I was consulting. I've talked to you guys about this. My Coach pad when I was consulting. I'm going to end the consulting thing. There is an end to this story. My Coach pad that I bought. Man, so I've been working at my current job for 15 years. I was a consultant for 7.5, but I got this too. I used to go around all over the place after I bought this, every Coach store all over the U.S., and just buy up all the yellow paper for this. I would just buy it up because I knew at some point it would run out. It did. It ran out about 3 years ago. And so I made my own copy. No, I'm not infringing on their brand or anything. I don't sell it or anything. I just wanted that. The reason I'm talking about consulting is I've been in negotiations with my company and I'm not going to tell you what I do for a living. Ever. For a lot of reasons. I wouldn't be able to talk about some of the things like what I'm going to talk about now if I did. But forever. And I just started talking, and I'm really good at what I do. And I'm a consultant again. They have done what happened after the deal. I said, best deal of my life, and it really is. I'm still working for the company as a consultant. I can start getting other clients. They made it very nice deal with me so that I wouldn't deal with our competitors in the marketplace. I'm just thrilled to still be with them. Quality place, to have a boss that would listen. Now, this, by the way, is one of 4 1-ounce Chinese unicorn coins. Super hard to find. I bet you can't even find them anymore. This was the one from what, 1995. And I have the other 3 as well. Just a wonderful coin. So one reason the videos have been a little late is I get up and I've been getting up even earlier, pacing around, worrying. I'm good for about a year, financially and everything. And I'm saying because of the deal and that I'm working with them. And I can get other clients, so I'll be even better than good. So we're still going to do this. I wanted to treat myself with buying some stuff and starting to set up for the work, for the job. Don't know if I'm going to do the van, but after I get all this together, I am getting my car probably on the road and looking at vans and looking at other places instead of the East Coast to live. And looking at doing more content for you guys. That's why I've been saying this, by the way, is the Serge Pachenko dog tag. This is the first one. This is the first collaboration with Spyderco with Serge Pachenko. Of course, he went on to do 4 total dog tags and the cleaver as well. I like him, as you guys know, with the claw coins and all. And I really love when this came out. I love the titanium and the colors that he put together. This strip right here is aluminum, but the back is all titanium. This is the guard. Make sure that it doesn't get you. It is a slip joint. Great colors. I have 2 other ones. I have the carbon fiber one and the blacked out version as well. Titanium, Warncliffe blade. And what I love about this is they didn't run away from good steel. S30V steel. 1.2 inches. The entire of the steel right here, the entire length is 3.2 inches. And only only 0.9 ounces. Only 0.9 ounces. It's the dog tag because when closed, it's like a dog tag. You can wear it around your neck. I put it on a keychain. Easy to open. I love the pivot. Again, it is a slip joint, but just put your finger in that hole. That'll give you enough stability to cut anything you would cut with this. Real nice knife, real nice looking knife as well. It's the Spyderco tag. So where did I leave off telling you about my new adventures? So this week, well, last week I started, I get up and I am still going. I don't have to go to work, but I'm still managing my staff as part of the contract. So I go there for meetings and I talk to them on everything, and I'm just sitting here going, whew. Before I would be ready to get 19 new clients and work 24 hours a day like I did before. Now I'm trying to figure out, how do you work through retirement and enjoy yourself and start visiting around the country, going to some knife conventions, checking out cigar shops. I want to see local cigar shops, and I want to take you guys there with me. Go in there and tell them to pick out the 5 or 6 best cigars they have, and see if they've got some merchandise that I can buy and raffle off to you guys or something, just to have some fun. I've got a lot of cameras, so that's why I said over the weekend, once I get out of my stupor, what I tell my kids, I'm so excited about it. I feel empowered. I feel free. I'm ready to go. I have backing from my company, which is great. That's rare in this day and age, but I'm scared too. So I get the chance to talk to you guys, but I want to expand the content too. So the first thing, as I look around here, I need to do inventory of what I have. I've been doing pretty good with the knives, so you'll be seeing that kind of thing. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all this stuff. So that's why I've been a little late. You know what? This is probably 5 months too late. Definitely, since I started YouTube, way too late. That's why I started YouTube, collecting knives as something else besides going into work. Love what I do, but all the meetings and stuff. When I talk about that stuff, I was serious. I was living it. So now, though, I need to get everything together. And unlike when I was younger, when I did this 22 years ago, 40s are different than 60s. I'm interested in having a good life too. I'm still going to put life first, work super hard on the work part. And that's what I've been preaching to you guys too. This right here is the mantra. It's the original mantra. It's mantra 1. It's discontinued. I also have the mantra 2. It's on my website. It's on YouTube. Go check the playlist. I need to get one of those websites too. On a playlist of the knife of the day, but this is the original one. The funny thing about this, and why I still remember it, is this kicked off a season with Spyderco. It must be 3 years now. I don't know. Time goes so fast these days. But I literally got this mantra 1 and 2 in the mail at the same time. That was a first for me. So just a wonderful knife. Now this is what I've always called the flipping Delica. It is a Delica, no doubt about it. And for me, a dream Delica. They have done a titanium scales on a Delica, but this is a flipping Delica with full tie scales, a Chris Reeve integral frame lock. They put a stainless steel on the lock itself so that it doesn't wear down. The clip, the deep carry clip, and the size and shape of a Delica with that full flat ground blade, the little jimping right here, and then they put a Premier tool steel. I call it tool steel. I read that it was a tool steel. I am not a steel expert. I love the comments. They've been so great. Hey, most of you listening to this are smarter than me about knives. I love, though, when you share your information. It's been so great. So please share it. That's how we can build this community. But it's CPM M4 steel. I'll tell you, there have been a lot of M4 steel in the collection before this came, but most of it was from Bradley's knives. All of his were CPM M4, and then all of a sudden they broke this out, and Spyderco just went crazy with M4 steel, and I love that steel. It is not a stainless steel, so you have to take care of it, okay? It will rust on you, but oh, it cuts so nice, retains an edge nice as well. Full flat ground blade, a flipping Delica. See-through construction, of course. Left hand, right hand, tip up only, flips like a dream. Now, of course, Spyderco has done the 2, and that has the Mantra 2 has a different shaped blade. It is not like the leaf shape. It is straighter. Fits better in the pocket because it's slimmer. That's discontinued too. And of course, Spyderco just came out with the Mantra 3. A lot less expensive. A stainless steel, carbon fiber on G10. Just a lot less expensive as well. But I really like the Mantra. That's what I'm carrying. I was going through my cases. I don't know. You know what? Here's what's happening. Especially when you get an opportunity like I have, and I'm so thrilled, and you get like a year to get stuff started. But I realize you got to get stuff started. When someone gives you a year, years go quickly. So I don't want to get stuck, but you start thinking about everything. And that's how people get so flustered. And I've been flustered over the past week. I'm like, you know what? Take the week. Today is my start of starting to get everything together, forming my company, and doing all the stuff I need to get done. But here's the deal, and that's why you need to just take it one step at a time. Best consulting advice I ever had. Someone said I read a lot of how to write novel books. Haven't written anything, but at all. But their advice is always good. Because it's life advice for authors who spend their time by themselves a lot and have to reach a goal, a novel, at the end of a year or so. And basically, they say it's like driving a car, right? If I drove a car from New York to LA, I'm not just seeing LA out of my windshield as soon as I start. I just see right in front of me. Right? Aim high and steering. I'm sorry. That's what they used to tell when you, back in the day when you learned how to drive. But you just see a little bit of it. And while you see a little bit of it, it'll take you across the country. It'll take you anywhere. Same in life. I know we worry about everything. Just think about now. This is a wonderful knife. So I've been going through my cases, and I've got all these classic Spyderco knives. Now, they are on YouTube on the knife of the day. In fact, this knife is the Spyderco Phoenix. This was the first knife I did as a knife of the day. As I said, I was going to go through my entire collection and I show you all my new knives as well. This is such a beautiful knife. I found it and I'm like, I haven't shown these people all these older knives, so I'll be doing that. I'll tell you some knives. So now the knife that almost made the EDC will be the knives I played with and some of the older knives too, so you can get a feel for them, the classics. This is the Spyderco Phoenix, just a beautiful knife. Howard Veal created it, and all of Howard Veal's knives, they have these 3 holes, and they have this right here symbol. But what a beautiful knife. Yes, titanium handles, VG10 steel. And look at the forward choil, 50-50 choil. Feels great in the hand. And it looks pretty too. Now, of course, they have the blade steel at 4.9 inches because remember, you measure from the top of the handle to the tip. So, of course, yeah, it's about 4.9, but you got to take out all of this steel and you end up with 2.4 inches. Of just the edge. So there's a lot going on to get that edge, but man, it feels great. No jimping. Titanium on top. On top, it's ivory micarta. Nice hard ivory micarta. That white micarta that looks like I can't get. There we go. Let's dim it a little so you can see the white micarta. The titanium. You can tell the difference between the titanium and the steel in the coloring. Spyderco's ball bearing lock. Of course. This is smooth as silk. I was so lucky to get a perfect version of this. I've seen a black version of this with black handles. I have a lot of old Spyderco catalogs, most of them. I haven't had time to sit down and go through it to see if that's real or someone actually did it themselves. I've never seen it though. I would love to have one. I like this Phoenix. Isn't it pretty? They also had a customized clip as well. It's only right hand tip up only, but man, its ball bearing lock is just wonderful. After all these years, still centered nice, beautiful knife. That's the knife that almost made the EDC. I wasn't going to carry that. I thought about it, but nah, I'll go with these two instead. There you have it. That's the Pocket Dump deconstruction. Once I get my life together, you're going to see a lot more content. I'm going to start it on the weekends, guys, because I know I'm going to still do knives and that kind of thing on the weekday. And then on the weekend, we'll enter in all of this other stuff. Right now, I feel a little overwhelmed. I'm looking at all my coin collections and silver and all of these things, my cameras and all of that. So you'll see some testing with new cameras and new everything and kind of inventory this stuff out and hear stories. So sorry this has gone so long. I apologize. I just wanted to give you an update on where I am. Remember, these knives, the Pocket Dump deconstructions, tell you what's in my pockets, because sometimes people go, he's still talking. Tell you what's in my pockets, but also a little bit about my life so we can talk together. And by the way, remember, whatever you're watching this on, it's digital. You can always stop it. You can fast forward it. Okay? When I pick up a knife, you can stop it and watch it. Anyway, I appreciate all you guys. You have a perfect day. Man, have a perfect life. Thank you for being there. I wouldn't be negotiating with my cushy job if it weren't for you guys. And believe me, don't think it's because of YouTube. I make $100 every 4 months off of this YouTube channel, so I don't get paid, trust me. But it's just, I talk to you guys about life and wanting to live more, and I have to take my own advice. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.